public library.
Your
Indeed.
local public library.
They'll print things for you and stuff. I was going to go to like copy and just start getting things
It's
printed.
so much cheaper at the library.
Yeah.
They charge you like next to nothing. It's like
Oh, good.
5 cents a page.
Here's the local libraries. I like that.
Everyone should love your local library.
Go to your local library.
Read a book.
So we got our really nice printer at home. So I do, or at work. So I do all of like the character sheets in what I type up, my Word documents and stuff. I then print out when they're going to be relevant, and I have those. But that printer only does black and white. We do not buy colored ink because it's insanely expensive and it's a business. It doesn't matter if everything's in black and white. So. I can't realistically print out like the maps and stuff with that. But I was thinking copy because they'll do like the bigger ones, you know, they'll
like a
blow
fat
it up.
map?
And I've got they're like 4,000 by 4,000 pixels. So they're like pretty nice detailed maps, all things considered. Because I got,
Yeah, your library's not going to do that.
use that like
Yeah.
Incarnate and stuff. Yeah, they just have printer paper.
Do you
And so you can actually like blow it up and actually like be able to read everything that I've labeled and stuff on there real nice, and you'd be able to write your own stuff down. So I was thinking about going to copy maybe like
Do
tomorrow.
like the cool rolling thing with
Yeah,
them?
you need one that you
Yeah,
roll
get a
out
scroll
and then
tube.
I can already
Yeah.
see Donald flipping it out. And, where are we?
What's happening?
Yeah.
do you happen to have like, so you haven't been able to print the map, but do you have the map like on your computer already?
Yeah, I do.
Is it in like a PDF format?
I
Or-
believe I actually have one on my Google Drive that I can just send to the group chat here. Wyatt's Dice, Left Behind.
Wow.
I think they still play here on Sunday. Let me do that real quick, and welcome back to D&D House, everybody.
Hello.
Let's see here. Go to my documents.
I have a really shitty hand-drawn map for my campaign.
I wonder if the last one I put out wasn't like a crappy. I had a different software that I had used in the beginning.
I tried using one of like the free softwares. and
Yeah.
it was okay, but like I didn't like it that much, so I just drew it by hand, and it's horrid, but it works for my purposes.
It works. I mean,
It does.
at that point, you could just photocopy that. Scan it.
We will definitely do another copy, like final draft, photocopy it. and
There we
use
go.
it, like
Yeah, well,
distributed, because right now it's a bunch of like random sketches and like random squiggly lines that I know are trees, but no one else will know are trees, and like some
see how
shape
good
is a
that one is.
mountain range, and like
it's a thing.
there's no key.
Yeah, it's the crappy map, but it is good enough for the purposes that we need currently. There's been a little bit of changes to how it actually looks, but I will get an updated map sent to you guys soon.
Cool.
Where we last left off, y'all just got done with a training montage.
Yeah. Fucking merc bloodfish.
Good 2 weeks. It's now Monday, 1 week and a day, I believe, to Adara's birthday. It's currently the 16th. Adara's birthday is the 23rd, Monday. Yeah.
Excellent. For
1
Adara's
week.
birthday, we gift her a city.
All right, kid,
Yeah.
you're in charge. Go get him.
All right, later.
I mean, she'll know what needs to be done.
She'll know what other people
She
want
will.
to
She will
die.
know what will become. Right. She doesn't exactly know what needs done in that way.
She's the speaker, not the
She
doer.
does not. She does not forge the future. She simply sees. You guys got some setting up to do though before you go. Or are you just going to take a 3-day trudge through the wood and just come out swords ablaze and
Yeah, no, 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 no,
Absolutely
no,
every
no,
other
no,
time.
no,
Just
no, no,
Go
no.
ham.
Absolutely not.
just y'all and your animal companions?
You ready?
So
I
I
You down?
want
Don't
to.
ask me, 'cause I'll
Yeah,
do it.
y'all go ahead and we'll figure something out.
I'll do it.
relax.
If you get my character drunk enough, I'll do it.
These two are trying to pop off right now.
I'll do it.
That's all you need is the alcohol. Jesus.
So
And the
how many
power
troops
of
do we have
friendship.
here at Not Quite?
Yeah. What's on the to-do list?
Or just how many troops do we have
Yeah.
from like what I've trained?
Troops like that you could honestly take and hold captured positions
After
Yeah.
2 weeks of training?
after 2 weeks. Dozen.
Okay. Have
Just, the guys that like really got into it and were pretty decent from the get-go, the kind of naturally talented. Overall, you've got maybe 50 able-bodied
You have plenty of cannon fodder.
young men ready to pick up a short sword and
Do like him.
And that 50,
Try.
does that 50 include the 12?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so no, you're not that kind of caster. I had a plan, but it would require a different kind of caster.
Oh, what do you,
You guys
need?
do also, of course, have
Ghost sounds?
I can do something similar.
I think you can. I think Ghost Sound is a druid.
Give me a rock, I'll
cantrip
do
as
it.
well. You guys do also have, you got Jimmy at your disposal. You got Derek. You got Raymond. And you got Mark.
And the children.
You got your gals.
And all of the children.
You got Turt Russell, Ragnar Bloodbeard.
Ragnar, Bloodbeard, and Turt Russell are all we need. That is his steed.
Dude,
Turt Russell.
There's a black bear that'll at least like hang near you guys. A rhino that's rather
rhinoceros.
thankful for you healing him,
Velociraptor.
and a velociraptor that's
There.
chilling.
Okay, so
Probably
here
best to keep in the Pokeball, but
is my general plan.
just, like,
it's an
huck him into the
plan,
guard
so like
tower.
y'all need to supply the 1% like usual. I got the 99.
wow.
No, it's not a diss on them. It's that my plans are always missing a crucial element to make them
this is
successful.
very key usually.
Like the general idea is great, but like something's missing. So it's
Ian,
Ellie.
can you send me the Wi-Fi password real quick? Yes, come on.
Poop 1234. I don't need to send you the.
Oh,
They're not
okay.
gonna hack my Wi-Fi.
Do it. Make it better.
That would be impressive, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. If you do, like,
good for you.
kudos.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
If you're nice about it, I'll send you a shirt.
So I'm telling them, make it better.
Yeah.
So if you can make random sounds in the forest, or even convince. No, because I don't think. So like what the general idea or the concept is here is in the woods near the town. We make it seem like there's an army marching that way, and then we like light the forest on fire just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You're talking to the wrong druid.
Just a little bit.
Bartholomew will also not like that.
It's just a little.
Well, if you're just
Just a
talking
little bit.
those light woods to the south of town, those aren't his woods.
Perfect. Okay. Plan still holds. We just make them come to us, and then we ambush the shit out of them with traps set up by this lad.
Now that Master of the Woods and his kid that you guys liked so
We
much,
let them
Arbor and
know.
Aslo, they might not appreciate.
So we give them an
I don't
anonymous.
appreciate this already.
Give them an anonymous letter saying, "Do not leave your homes today." If they choose to not answer, that is on them and their god.
Hey, you're cool. Don't go to school tomorrow.
Exactly.
No.
No!
I don't think I'm liking this plan very much.
I don't know if I.
Why? It's a good
You
plan.
do,
I was
you do
with it
also
until the
have, of
I
course,
didn't make that comment.
you do have the problem of, as you're making your way there are those hunter parties still put throughout the woods. And if they see a group of like 7 people coming their way and then this shit starts happening, maybe, a report would get filed.
All right. Separate fire to distract from the actual fire.
Gotcha. 2 fires.
No, not 2 fires.
And that way, we'll have to focus on the fire.
Woods surround the town. Set the woods around the town on fire.
No! This is
Burn
not a
the
good
town
plan.
down.
Nobody escaped.
Arson.
Nobody escapes our
A
land.
is for arson, B is for barson, C is for commit arson.
I thought it was for Carson.
No.
No, that's a name.
Carson the arsonist.
So if you burn the city down,
It's carcinogenic.
then what?
Then we move.
There's like all the
remaining
peasants in the
people.
surrounding area,
They all
like
now
those
become part of
farmhouses,
Not Quite Bronze. They're annexed by Not Quite Bronze Shire, and
and kept how?
Yeah, they don't have the infrastructure for that.
with the burn and flame of love,
Okay.
Friendship, man.
the power of friendship.
The thing that keeps everybody
It's the greatest magic
in the
of it all.
area is, having some kind of relatively fortified position in some kind of governing body.
Jimmy. He will.
How
He's gonna
familiar
convince them all.
is everyone with Bronze Shire? Do we have anybody like in the end, kind of like Jimmy, like grew up here, who know anybody like that?
I
No.
know several, but not well enough like that. Roy, maybe. But I don't
trust that dude as far as I
Yeah.
can throw him.
Y'all's best friend Roy.
And I
Dawn,
can't throw
We
him.
got Dawn, who's
There's
also
Dawn
not
inside the city.
trustworthy, who might also be Roy.
I mean, there is the Thieves Guild.
There's the Thieves Guild guys. You guys have worked with them once. Haraway a couple more times.
Yeah, but we don't have an in with them anymore because we don't have Haraway.
I mean, we still kind of leverage that a little.
You
but,
can
like,
hire them.
I mean, we could
but-
go to the. I don't know.
You
how
got
great
Johnny
if-
and Phil back at the end.
When I say this out loud, it sounds bad. Did I ask the Thieves Guild to overthrow the government? I don't know.
I'm back to the set the fire to the woods.
All right, what if we could do both?
A peasant revolt while there's a forest fire.
Think about it. Thieves Guild typically have people with the beggars, right?
Sure.
That's typically, because the beggars
You send
are
a bunch of malnourished beggars with
are
no shoes.
they're
after
the eyes and
government.
the ears of the city.
Yes.
So they'll know certain things, and they'll have a certain opinion about certain nobility in the city, which we could plant a seed.
You're trying to play the long game here. I'm going for combat.
This is also a much smaller city than I think you might be thinking. It's a single motte and bailey, and the walls around
This is
the motte aren't even complete.
Paonia with walls.
Like,
Yeah.
it's small. It's a population of maybe 7,000, including
no.
the outside
Slightly
areas.
bigger than Paonia.
Fruit with walls?
It's like
Yeah.
Fruita with walls.
Tightly condensed. More tightly condensed.
It's like Boulder 30 years ago.
Okay. I'm gonna pitch my idea because I actually have all the war notes.
You got the logistics.
Does it involve fire?
Yes.
Go on.
In a forest?
Intrigue.
Good.
Go on.
I already like it.
Okay. So
Yes, this is the one.
the east side is where
That's my side.
they're expecting an attack.
From the north.
It's my name.
East.
My name. It's East.
The IS
So they're
side.
expecting an attack from the east. So my idea is we can get our little ragtag group of dudes to essentially go set fire and essentially act as a distraction for the like the troops that are already stationed there to move and attack them, not in a forest, but
So we're just gonna sacrifice those guys
N-
for Queen and Country?
the whole point of the distraction is so that they're seen and then they get chased and they know the woods better than these guys in here. You can also set up traps for the to cover their retreat, let them know where it is and everything, and then they mosey on while we move in through the west side where there's less guards, more gaps in the walls, clear through there, and then mosey our way through and mop up any guards that are left, and then move towards the Bailey. Theoretically speaking, having less of the.
That was literally just my plan.
It was pretty, it was pretty close.
Your plan was start a forest fire and start a peasant revolt.
No, not at all. My plan was make it seem like there's an army attacking, start a forest fire,
Yes.
draw them out, go in
Yeah.
and take it over. That was my whole.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very...
There's just less fire in
They're
that plan.
excruciatingly similar plans.
However, you also didn't
You just
have
produced
any,
the army.
as well as the fact that like there was no talk of like which side you guys were trying to go to, and there's no logistical conversation.
99% of the plan, you added the 1%.
Okay, so
Yes,
that's my
this is the
idea,
plan.
and
Minus the fire.
yeah, like they can. So the walls are like wooden, so we can try to set like fire to the
Plus.
walls, and as like the beginning of it, and then mosey them towards the forest.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay? You guys could always ask the opinion of any of your NPCs.
Yeah, probably see what
See what Night
Raymond's
Dude-
doing.
Yeah, see
You,
what
you
Night Dude
think
has
him?
to say.
I was gonna say Jimmy.
Well, all of them. They're.
But we need Jimmy and not quite Bronze,
I
right?
assume
but he
Raymond's a little
still would
combat
have-
experienced.
They've been planning this him and
Oh, yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
So what was their original plan? Was something about like sneak a bunch of dudes into the bar and then attack from the inside. I think that was the original plan. Something like that.
That was Bloodfist's kind of immediate idea.
Did we get a bag of holding? Did someone get a bag of holding?
He has a bag
A
of
level 3 bag of holding.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's a great way to sneak people in.
So yeah, let's chat with our NPCs, see what they have to say,
They can
see what
create
their
For a
like
thoughts
certain amount
are.
of time.
And also, I want to
30
chat
minutes
with
It's
Raymond
10
before we
minutes for
go
one
on
person.
because
Regardless.
It divides per person.
So you seek him out first?
Well aware
we'll summon a
Very
war
important
council
in my case.
with everybody.
Little war council, you just invite kind of the main
discovered a
four
creature.
here. You guys going to show up to the war council, or is this Ouzel's war council with the NPCs?
No,
Yeah.
we'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you summon the guys. Jimmy comes in. He's got scrolls of paper all tucked under his arms and stuff. He seems just kind of exasperated. Derek's immediately following him in, asking questions about where he can site the new orphanage that he'd promised, and Jimmy just seems to be overwhelmed with other work, more pressing matters, having just taken the town. Raymond steps in. He is not in his armor. He is in a nice, regal kind of, it's war council appropriate. And Mark steps in. He's wearing his breastplate. He's got his halberd on his back. He's just kind of little dude chilling, little stocky fella. They sit around and all just kind of look to you since you were the one who went and asked them.
Yep. So, as you all know, or maybe not know, Raymond, meet everybody. Everybody, meet Raymond.
Everyone loves
They all
Raymond.
Have a little handshake moment.
So, next
He seems to know Jimmy a little bit.
Dope, good. Good that is, what's the word? That this dude didn't just move into town with a bunch of random people and Jimmy has no idea about him. So it's good to know that they know each other already.
You know, he went and talked to Jimmy about that.
Okay. So, next on our list is taking over Bronze.
Yeah, and Mark's just like, finally.
Love the energy.
Jimmy's nodding along. Derek and Raymond seem lost. But
No. I guess we should probably bring them up to speed.
yeah, Derek knows nothing about any of this.
Ah,
And
okay.
Of course, Raymond you met like yesterday.
He doesn't need to know. He's the red
All right, yeah. So let's just time jump like 15 minutes explaining the whole.
Yeah,
like,
nice go over.
Yeah.
Raymond is fascinated with this story. He is in. Derek is prepared to do what he has to.
I'll
All he
inform
has to do
Derek
is heal
that.
people.
Yeah, that's your job. Your job is triage. You're the medic.
Oh, that's for the best, really, for everybody.
Yeah. And
No,
we have.
It's
Second-
much life for everybody is safer that way.
Second duty is to keep Rita with him and safe. Double the healing. Double
Okay.
the team members.
Wherever we set up our tent, I'll make sure to
If she dies,
keep her close at hand.
it will not be good for you.
Of
What do you
course.
expect? What do you?
He can heal. If she dies, that's his whole thing.
Yeah, you have one job, buddy.
I mean, there's only.
I would
there's only
hope
so much.
that you guys
keen
wouldn't
one she
put our
is.
healer's tent for the wounded anywhere close to the front line, but
Yeah. Oh, is there like?
if you do, I can protect those as need be, I guess. It just could get rather gruesome.
Is there like Geneva Convention, like don't attack the medics sort of deal, or like is that not a thing?
There's the general chivalry rules, but
These are also people who
it
mutate.
really depends on how much you play that game too, you know?
Okay, no. Uzo was a fair guy. Like to think.
But it would be fair to assume that if you
You're,
like
burned down the whole time.
declare a surprise order, say, after infiltrating a town and ambush a bunch of people and start slaughtering mercilessly without a parlay or any kind of declaration or anything like that,
I'm not going to mention how
that
we were cheating.
perhaps
in Joust,
something
but-
like parlays and triage stations being, sacred might not necessarily uphold.
Fair enough. So you're saying that we should probably at least try to talk to the people in Rome.
It all depends on what kind of war you're trying to wage.
Wait, this is a surprise attack. That's
Yeah.
the only way this is going to work.
And if you think that your surprise attack is going to take it in this one day, then, honestly, there's no need to set up a triage station in the first place, and they can just come up after you've won and treat the wounded as need be.
This should theoretically last.
Theoretically.
It's not always
But if you were
what we
looking to,
say.
like, siege them out
In
and
and
set
out,
up
20
a
minutes.
devoted hospital for these sieges
Quick
and stuff,
adventure.
there would be an expectation of
No.
you or Itzeli probably then being the ones that would be riding up to the castle gates every morning and being like, these are our terms, surrender, blah, 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 blah. And then they'd rebuff back to you, and you would have conversations about things.
I tell them to go fuck themselves.
So Zelly wouldn't be part of the.
So maybe Itzeli wouldn't be part of it.
Oh no, I would definitely be going.
No.
I am.
Maybe you
most-
take Raymond.
Maybe I take Raymond,
Everybody loves
the other
Raymond.
night motherfucker.
I am
And not the
amazing.
belligerent drunk.
Okay, belligerent drunk with very strong ancestry.
Super strong belligerent drunk.
Yeah, you got strong hands. We need the brains right now.
Strong ancestry.
You do
but
like to
that's
punch.
for another day.
You do like to punch in the middle of
Anything.
diplomatic proceedings. So
Clearly wasn't. He wasn't gonna surrender. Like it was clear.
well, that's
I read the body
I
language.
was just gonna say you like to punch.
I
So,
don't like to punch. I like to drink. Punching is
Okay.
a side effect.
that's fair.
You do like to punch
So I want to get their ideas
Only if
on what they
it's-
think the best plan of attack would be, and I'll also pitch them my idea of.
Yeah, you
What I'm
kind of
thinking.
pitch that. Raymond frowns a little bit at that idea. He's much more in favor of the chivalrous approach to things, being chosen by Achilles and all of that. I would say that we walk up to the front gate, demand an audience, and if they don't surrender, we blow it down.
And we
And
roll
simply
up
go
a
in and
big
take what's
horse.
ours. Mark seems to like the idea of a frontal assault much more as well. Gives him much more time to wet his blade. Derek doesn't seem to have any real ideas as to the best possible way to get into a Mott and Bailey system. Jimmy thinks that you guys should circle around the woods and attack from the northwest, just straight at the Bailey wall. Look, guys, we've got a small party here of honestly useful folk. These guys that you've trained, they're good fellas and whatever, but I don't think they's ready to be going charging no front gate or nothing like that. They're not going to take or hold positions too terribly well or anything. So honestly, it's just kind of down to use guys and whatever of us can be spared to go with you. Now, we maybe could split up a couple of groups here to go around, do some distracting or whatever like you want. But honestly, if it's just 3 of you and some really powerful animals, yous can just go tunnel through the wall or some bullshit like that and just take the Bailey.
Oh, Jimmy thinks it's gonna be easy. Let's just roll up.
Okay. So if
Now, I'm
we
not
were
saying
to
that it's
do-
going to be easy, right? But I am saying that as far as like the true frontal assault crew that's going to be doing most of like the actual fighting here, it's yous guys, and I don't know, if you set up a distractionary force, I'm probably going to lead that. Derek here is going to be sitting back doing the healing thing. You're going to need some kind of vanguard group back there. Our dudes need some kind of leader, so you probably want to leave Raymond with that. That leaves maybe Mark and a couple of your more trained fellas to go fuck some people up out towards the east side of town to pull out some guard or something. Like,
Well,
we don't have the kind of numbers to be honestly talking like siege tactics or a full overwhelming sweep of the whole city.
exactly, which is why I initially thought that a full frontal assault probably wouldn't be the brightest idea, simply considering the fact that we don't have the numbers. I'll ask
Yeah.
Raven, like, don't you agree?
We could take them.
Do you know about Bronze?
I know, I've been to Bronze before. After basic, spent a small tour of duty there before heading over to the Legion Wall.
Okay. With the number of troops that they have, and I'll roll out all of my information about where they are on the walls, like
Easy.
that whole thing.
Bunch of punk kids missing their mothers. They've never seen real combat.
Speak it up,
So we still light the fire, or have someone else light the fire.
Have you ever put out a forest fire before?
I've never lit one either.
We're not doing that.
We're not setting a forest
Of course,
fire.
I think
every
it's a
time you're
first
bringing up
for
this idea,
everything.
Derek is very frightened by that. They're extremely difficult to manage and to put out, and it's just coming into spring now, so everything's kind of moist. It might actually not even be feasible to start, in all honesty.
If you light that forest on fire, you're dying in it.
You're gonna die in a forest.
Plus, the rabbit
anyways.
seems very opposed to this idea.
You're a rabbit. You hush.
I'm a rabbit for now.
You've got like a booster seat. At the table.
All right, well,
Fully like paws up just so I can be.
so
Side-eyeing
how,
everybody.
like, how far from the, like, actual, like, forest and then, like, the city? Like, what are we looking at? Like,
Fire.
Oh, you've got
Sit like that.
a good couple 100 yards between like true forest and the city, because it's surrounded by businesses and houses and farmlands and the mill and stuff like that. There's a very thin strip of woods that lines the ocean, because of course the cliffs that then lead to the ocean are undevelopable for like a seaport.
okay.
You've got almost all the way up to the poison swamps, no honest woods to the east until you start getting to like Bartholomew's Woods, past the river, you know, a couple
Then it starts
miles in.
getting, like,
Then you start getting
real.
some true thick woods.
Okay.
And then there is that nice kind of band of really thick wood between Not Quite and Bronze.
Okay. So,
But like open ground, easily, you know, 1,200 yards.
all right. So if we're not doing the fire, I'm gonna ask Jimmy if there's like, besides fire, any other like distraction tactics you got up your sleeves. So once we ask for them to politely give over their city to us and they inevitably disagree, we set a distraction on the far side of town, pull some guards there before all of us just rush the main gate.
We could set up a little something. It just depends on what kind of time you're looking at getting us. If we were to set up some kind of faux revolt deal, maybe take that bridge that goes over the river, that's a pretty key point for commerce and for most of the farmers and stuff. If you put some of the troops there, it's a nice natural choke point. We could make a good stink out of it and draw out some forces, and then maybe from the south side have Mark with some other boys smash them from the flank.
Because
That could then draw out a really good chunk of guard.
because my idea is not to leave the troops that we currently have. I'm not really looking for them to face combat right now. I don't think that they're ready. But
Yeah.
if we can get some sort of distraction, troops show up, and then you guys scatter into the forest, and then we move on the city.
So building.
Me and Mark could just take the bridge ourselves.
Okay. So if we can get some of the troops out like that, once you guys like get started, we could just be in our bar like normal. And then once the troops start going that way, we go up to Jeff and hold Jeff hostage and have him come in, like have him call in like his best dudes to come save him, and we fight his best dudes right then, first thing, and then slowly take our way through the town that way.
Yeah, you guys taking on kind of the big hitters in town first would definitely be a good way to handle things. There is, of course, then the question of if it's just like Mock and me and maybe Derek sitting somewhere in the woods as backup for distracting these god, we're going to get overrun and we're going to have to retreat at some point.
Yeah.
And either the guard's going to keep coming after us, but eventually, I can lose them just fine. But then they're going to double back and come back into town. And
Exactly.
if you guys have
and
taken
then
over,
the plan is we'll have the town under our control by that point, or close to,
And then we can handle whoever shows back up.
yeah.
then handle the horde second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds just fine by me. That frees up pretty well Raymond. Sorry, old timer, but yous ain't going to be able to retreat like the rest of us. You guys want to take him with you,
Yeah.
or do you want him?
Yes,
He'll be
stay
with us. He'll
in
be with us
reserves?
when we go and talk with Jeff.
Yeah, that's cool with us then. We'll set some guys back in reserve then. What about the kids? You gonna leave them here in town?
I think that would be wise.
We could
They're not my
bring
kids.
Frida and Derek with us as well. while, and
Yeah,
they
Frida
just
can stick with
stay
Derek.
in the bar.
Just
while,
hang in town.
Yeah, like hiding in the bar while we go do our thing. That way they're really close by. If we do get fucked up, we can retreat to the bar and have like our healers there and make our final stand there if things go south.
And are we doing this in the middle of the day? Are we trying to do this at night? Are we?
Could probably lose them easier under the cover of night.
If you guys don't want us like setting buildings on fire and shit, we're probably gonna have to do it in the day. Otherwise, Mark and I aren't gonna bring a lot of attention holding the bridge or whatever, you know?
Right.
That's fair. Yeah, I think.
And we can't
in
light
that case-
fires.
In that case, during the day would
I'm down to
probably
light
be
fires.
would probably be best.
And if we're looking to like, you know, get the peasantry on our side, we probably shouldn't be going around like raising farmsteads or whatever either.
Exactly.
You know?
No, that's
definitely
the opposite of what we want to do.
Want to give
Lame.
that little hunters group like just like a heads up, like, hey, stay home today.
Well, I was wondering if maybe we should ask the woodsmen if they want to help distract.
You guys have some allies around there?
Potential allies, not entirely sure if they would be willing to risk, you know, everything to overthrow the Mad King.
It doesn't seem like that kid and his
mean,
dad are
Even
the
if they,
biggest fans. Of
even if they really don't want to be your ally, I mean, like money talks, and we got some stacks.
the town does
As
already
opposed to
respect us
peasant
for that
income.
in a lot of places.
Yeah. I brought you snow cones. Respect me.
Snow cones, money, and booze.
Snow cones for government.
If you elect us as your chosen leaders, everyone will receive a free snow
The
cone.
goat, thanks for following. You the goat.
Thank you.
Yo.
All right.
Yeah,
so-
going and talking to Arbor, the leader of the Hunter's Haven group. That's a pretty good idea. Head of the Foresters. Those are useful fellas to have.
Oh, Raymond, are you wanted?
Yes. Technically, I believe the government still thinks I'm dead. But they will be looking for the man that liberated all of my people,
Got it.
who was dressed exactly like me and speaks like me.
Got it. So how are we going to?
And is me.
Yes. So how are we going to get you into town?
That makes sense.
What, you guys don't have like a back? You guys don't sneak into town always?
Well, we
No.
got an adventurer's license, so we didn't have to do that. But the first time we got in, we used the Thieves Guild. So
Well, that might
yeah,
create
it's the
some
Thieves
problems then.
Guild. Yeah. So we'll go to the Thieves Guild, get Raymond in at the bar. You guys are going to go talk to the forest dudes. Okay. Be careful with your wording because we can't let this pop off. They can't go warning people before.
Zelly speaks.
We also have
Lucien.
Lucian.
Do you want me to go with her?
Lucian might
or,
still be in
like-
the area. Yeah, you don't know too terribly much
Yeah,
about what
try to
he's about
find Lucian and have him go with you too. Do you want to go with them or do you want to be in the bar with me and Raymond?
Because we're just gonna be talking to the Thieves Guild, right?
Yeah, we're talking to the Thieves Guild to get Raymond into the bar.
Ooh, see if the Thieves Guild have any explosives you can buy.
I mean, we know May.
But May hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really want to sit around here waiting for May.
Yeah.
She did say that she was heading off on
I'll
a big
go-
project, so.
I'll go with you.
You're gonna go with me?
I think so. I'm just kind of concerned, but it's fine.
Yeah. So get Lucian to go with you guys because neither of you guys have charisma. So
I have a bendy straw.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have great charisma now that I'm a rabbit.
Now that you're a rabbit, you got great charisma.
Adorable skin into war.
I'm just adorable.
It is technically Lucian's job to keep an eye on you too. So.
Yeah.
yeah, so have him go with you. He'd probably be able to pitch to the forest dudes better, and then also see if he's gonna want to help us with this whole invasion thing.
Ready? Brick.
And break. You guys get your parties together, get your paperwork in order, and head to the woods. 3 days later, you find your way uneventfully.
Oh, you also are just gonna have to go to Thieves Guild because you haven't been into the city yet.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
not wanted, so he could have just walked in,
I'm not wanted.
especially with us.
But you have magic items,
He
which
does
are
have
not
magic
allowed.
And
items.
you're a
in the city.
Goliath.
And
I'm not a
yeah,
Goliath.
He's just a human.
You're a human?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's somehow 8 feet tall, but
Yeah.
7 foot.
Yeah, we don't have like
9.
the Goliaths in the Warforged
That
Gotcha,
was
here.
gotcha.
really insensitive.
Not what?
so.
In fact, you guys haven't even seen an elf.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, haven't.
And Kay's the only gnome you've ever met.
I'm a gnome. I was a
you
gnome.
were, yeah. Yeah.
But I was also from
That was
the
Scandinavia,
NPC.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
To me, you're just a fucking bunny.
Yeah, BR before.
So the three of us will find the Thieves Guild dudes,
yes.
and we'll get into the city. How
They're
much
not
they
cool
want.
with magic items?
No, not the
Losers.
town. The town will confiscate them.
Yep, there's a ban on
Yeah.
civilians owning
The whole,
magical
like,
items.
Kingdom is not cool on magic items, basically.
Sort of. Yeah, as far as
Depending
you
on
guys
who
know.
you are, yeah.
Yeah, depending on who you are, depending on why you have them, depending on what you have. Sort of.
Lame.
Yeah, the Thieves Guild for a gold piece a head will smuggle people into the city just fine.
Easy.
Dope.
They'll even deliver them at the bar for you.
Dope. So it's the two of them. I'll just go through the front because.
Yeah. Yeah, you go through the front, the guard's like, yo, I haven't seen you in a while, man. What's up?
Yeah, man, I lost my tail. You guys need to keep up.
Well, you went outside city bounds, and so it wasn't really our business after that.
You guys are just mad to keep up. Been losing you guys this whole time.
We weren't expecting you to get on the horse. And the couple guards follow you, of course, to the bar and let you go about your business.
Dope. I'll just go in.
Y'all two head to Hunter's Haven.
No, we head to Lucian first.
Oh, okay, you go to find Lucian first.
Yeah, see if he's around.
He's not hard to find. It's just a little bit of kind of sending some tendrils out before a bird kind of piques interest and flutters back and leads you to him. He's hanging out in this small little grove just south of town. Nice little open area, little beam of sunlight coming down. He's smoking a pipe, and there's like half dozen ferrets just kind of trouncing around and going through his sleeves and shit. He just kind of looks at you guys and,
I would also like to turn into a ferret and trounce around.
yeah, you go play with, they're very friendly.
Don't you need to preserve them wild shapes?
Not today.
That's tomorrow's business.
Yeah.
That's Friday's business.
I'm fine for now.
Tomorrow's
For a
me
day now?
problem.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he takes a long drag of the pipe and blows some smoke in, and it turns into the shape of a ferret. And he just kind of looks and goes, where the hell have you been?
We went to the
Around.
Pirate Isles.
Yeah, I don't really bother sending out anything over the ocean, I suppose. Takes a little hit off the pipe. Well, you'll be glad to know that I no longer need to tail you anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, well, see, it's really nice and easy. You guys actually laid the groundwork for it when you registered as your gnomish self as an adventurer and then got transformed into a rabbit permanently, and you guys went over and said that she perished. In an adventuring accident, I was able to send the proper paperwork back and get my lump sum payout for
Perfect.
my
win-win.
obvious actions as the kill order. So,
I
the association should be off your back for at least the time being, and I got quite the hefty sum out of it. I think I'll travel north from here soon. It's getting close to breeding season for Alder, and he's been wanting to check out the silver-hooded raptors up north in the Iron Mountains. Not even close to the same species. They're much smaller than him, but raptor wants what a raptor wants, I suppose.
Well,
I assume you have need of something.
Yeah. Before you head up north,
Go ahead, Bendy Straw.
this is her friend.
This is your NPC.
we're gonna, take over this town or whatever.
Like, culturally, like you're putting on a performance?
Oh, sorts, yeah.
Or you have an army at the gates and are going to storm and slaughter
I
a whole
wouldn't
bunch
call
of
it an
people.
army.
We have a ragtag group of pals.
And that ragtag group of pals supposedly includes one halfling druid.
As a distraction.
Yes.
Wave my little finger paws.
Oh.
Only if you want to.
Yeah, we mostly just the hunter people, all of these guys that are outside the cities.
Really, I spent a lot more time with the farmers. They're the ones who pay the Druidic Association to come by and grow the crops. Really, they don't know what they want. I can't grow plants for shit, but I can bring a bunch of bees around.
I like these. Do you think you could convince them to either A, not be
Revolt?
cool with the Mad King anymore, or B, simply stay inside? We don't want to kill people we don't have to kill. We will, but we don't want to.
Well, the guard's not going to.
Well, no, don't talk
Give.
to him.
But the people of Hunter's Haven, they're one of the furthest districts besides the far out farmers in the Eastlands. Why are you so worried about them?
Well, I like them. There's one kid there.
Okay.
He's pretty cool.
Right. When was the last time the two of you were in town?
Well, it's been like a month
ago?
maybe 2,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't pay attention.
You didn't come back in and scope the place out before formulating this whole plot and then coming to me about talking to these people.
No. We took over a different town.
Boy, I'm not surprised. I think if you go and talk to the people of Hunter's Haven, that the leader, the master of the wood, would be much more agreeable to hear your words than he might have been previously.
Oh,
Okay.
they did some dirty things. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Dirty things.
And what kind of distraction are you planning and when?
Well, this one wanted to set fires, and I said, absolutely not.
It's the beginning of spring. It's just started. The snow's melted and everything's wet.
Okay, you
The
know,
trees are just starting to grow, all the new growth. It's going to be hard as hell to start a forest fire.
that's fine. It was already shot down. I understand that a fire wasn't the best idea. It's big and it's distracting. That's what I was looking for. Big distracting fire. Apparently we're not doing a fire. So instead we've got 2 dudes on a bridge.
What if I put you in charge of our velociraptor and our rhinoceros? That could be a good
That's
distraction.
a good distraction right there.
You have a velociraptor?
Yes.
Show him.
It's,
Yes.
it's a small one.
Show him the Pokeball.
I haven't been able to convince Alder to let me go collect any other raptors. Can I see him?
Mm-hmm.
You see the ferrets
Little
around just
ferret, yeah.
poof back into their little statuettes, and he collects them up.
I'm surprised they didn't already.
I was playing with
Oh, they were staying away from you. They were staying well away from you.
We were trouncing around.
Yeah, so you take Produce Raptor.
Yes, and the rhinoceros.
And
Yeah, you put him out, and
But you're keeping the bear.
Lucian kind of looks after him for a little bit. You know it's going to take a long while before I get them to the point that I have the rest of my animals, right? It's quite the process.
Yes.
I need a good couple days at least with
But
them. They
all we
seem
need
quite agreeable
is a
already.
distraction.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything specific. Just be loud and there.
Right, but how do I
Obviously-
get them out once the guard comes and tries to stab them?
Right. Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
So can you statue them and then run?
Possibly in a couple of days when I earn their trust. I think that it would be best if I stick with my animals for this. You're going to take the bridge over the river?
Yes.
Well, with just a few guys, it would be not too terribly hard to hold, I suppose.
Right, and we potentially are going to send the hunting party or the hunters over there as well, just to help out. And then
Possibly. I'll hang around and make sure that if the hunters mobilize, they have support.
excellent. Thank you. All right. Well, that was all. Toodaloo.
Hey, man, good for you. I'm glad you're, got your payout. Alder's
it's
gonna go find a
basically
mate.
enough to retire. I think that from here on, I'm just going to travel around and do whatever I feel.
That's great.
You could ask him to join us.
Feel like a 3,000 gold bounty on your head.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As it turns out, that circus tent was immensely expensive. The bounty wouldn't have near gotten to it. That was the dead bounty, of course. Bringing back alive probably would have brought a little more in, but as is life.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it anyway. And he gets up and just wanders off into the woods.
All right, and then we take off to Hunter's Haven.
Yeah, a good couple hours later, you guys find yourselves walking from the south end just into their neck of the woods. It doesn't take long to find Arbor. He is sitting just out front of kind of the chieftain hut, I guess you would call it.
Will you let me sit around your
yeoman's
neck like
hut.
a ferret scarf? No.
the best places for ferrets.
Yes.
He too is smoking a pipe. He seems very troubled and is currently flipping through the pages of a book.
Hey, I've heard you had some problems with the town.
Ooh,
What a way to start that conversation.
Breaking the ice.
he just like closes the book, and you see it is a book of law.
Oh, okay.
And he just kind of tucks it down next to the stump. And, what does it matter to you? You own that bar in town. You buy venison from us and bought some seed earlier this year.
Well, yeah, but
Wild veggies.
I like you guys. Your kid's cool. So, I was concerned about you, and after I learned that you were having some troubles, I don't know what the troubles are, feel free to share, but if you are very troubled, I have a proposition for you. Bendy straw.
Yeah, roll a diplomacy. That was pretty poorly worded.
Well, I don't want
That wasn't a very tactful way of starting the conversation.
to, Zelly is not tactful. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 15 with my bendy straw.
15 with the bendy
Can
straw.
I assist with my just general cuteness?
Yeah.
Can you hit him with an adorable stare real quick?
Hit him with the boot size.
But if I hit him with the adorable stare, I don't know how much that'll assist
Put a
you. I
hero
should probably
point
just
into
use
it.
it on my own roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. It's just gotta be 10. It's just gotta
Yeah,
be
it does.
10.
It beats 10.
Then
Okay.
we got it.
Then you got that plus 2.
17.
I don't believe that my worries should be of any concern to you. I do, however, wish to show my appreciation to you. I didn't get to speak properly after the jousting tournament for taking my son originally as an apprentice. The deal you were offering was very kind. And it was merely a stroke of luck that he didn't actually turn out to be magical and have to follow through with it.
I mean, it was lucky for him, but like, I would have loved to have him
Well-
as an apprentice. It would have been dope.
It was for about a week.
Yeah. So
What?
you're sure? What? You're sure you don't want to talk about what your problems are? Like, cause
Oh, I've talked plenty about what my problems are, and I'm working them out. Thank you.
would it be easier to work out if the city was no longer under Mad-King control?
He just kind of looks both ways. What?
Perfect. Flawless.
Do you
I love it so.
know of something coming that I should be aware of?
I do.
Hypotheticals.
Oh, but yeah. Does the ferret say that? Hypotheticals?
Just whispers in your hypothetical.
Yeah, yeah. That's just the scarf's talking to you.
Don't spill the beans.
So, like, hypothetically, there is a group of people who are really upset with Mad King. Hypothetically, they're coming or came from not quite Bronze Shire. You know, everybody revolted over there. They're actually doing really good. The city's looking real, their town's looking real nice. Things are getting built up. It's doing pretty well. Some people.
Roll bluff.
We just did a lot of work to it. Like, I'm not technically.
You didn't like revitalize. You didn't honestly revitalize.
However,
the
the fact that like it's Zelly thoroughly thinks that it's
Better.
going great.
Yeah.
So like, would that still be a bluff
Okay.
roll?
Yeah, you're not lying. In your mind, it's
we
the truth.
used the animals to fix things.
We
like,
did. We dug ditches.
that was
and
pretty great.
moved
He's-
material.
He's
Now
looking
they
at you
have
pretty skeptically.
beanstalk towers.
I mean, I can roll a bluff. It's just not
Yeah,
gonna go well.
we can hold one meat.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. So hypothetically, you know, they're starting to do a little bit better, and some people are really tired of the Mad King and all of his bullshit that he pulls, and this whole child selection murder process is not cool, and you know, there's just a lot of, you know, these people that get transformed into not people. It's gross. I don't like it. So
you and possibly your entire adventuring party have traveled to Not Quite Bronze and forged an alliance with them to take over the town.
yeah, pretty much. Hypothetically.
And when the army comes, your plan is to...
Defend said town with army that we train. We've already got it started.
And so the fate of my son would be to die in combat against his country.
Or can, die at the hands of his countrymen. They're just going to rally him up and send him to war anyways. What's the difference other than, at least we're fighting for something better than children death. You got to pick a side in a war, man. All of it's ugly.
And so you have come here to inform me that you are starting... What would it be? The Huntresses to the south, the Pirate Isles harassing the Navy, the Great Plains Orcs to the east, the Iron Mountain Dwarves northeast, and the Northmen to the far north. You're telling me you're beginning a 6th war. And you're starting here.
Essentially, but the goal is to get all of us who are fighting the Mad King separately together as one united front.
And you have, of course, spoke to the leaders of these other nations about this plan.
I have spoke with some of the leaders extensively.
And you have their support?
It doesn't count.
I'm not talking about No. They are adamantly against the Mad King. Yes.
They are at war with him. You are doing a fantastic job of trying to dance around the topic that you wish to speak of. You want our assistance.
Or, even if you don't want to offer your assistance, because I understand you don't want to risk your people's lives. I'm merely asking that you avoid. If you don't want to get involved, we don't want to kill anyone we don't have to. If you would like to help, we don't ask you to invade the town or anything like that. Simply go to the bridge where it's that main point, and we have a few dudes there that are going to be acting as a distracting force to kind of lure some of the guys out. Then you're all going to scatter. There should be no combat really over there. It's just so we have enough time to take over the inner part of the city. And then those guys will come back to the city when they learn that everything's gone down, and we crush them. Hypothetically.
And how many other townsmen have you told your entire plan to?
Just you.
Well, at least you have that going for you. Why?
Why am I telling you, or why are we doing this? Because those are two very different and difficult questions.
You've made why you're doing this rather clear. Why are you telling me?
Oh, simply because I like your child.
Phrasing.
There was nothing wrong with that phrasing. Gazelle thinks he's a cool lad.
I like your child.
Well, he's
Yeah, he's a dope kid.
a good, strong boy and will be a leader in his own time if he makes it there.
Come on. You can have
You're still there.
bring it to
You're
me.
there.
I want to roll a sense motive. What the fuck?
Is the ferret now going to... Oh, by the way.
Oh, that's
Hey man, where's it going?
never mind. That's not helpful. That's yeah.
What did you
9.
sense?
Nothing.
No,
Not with the 9.
you can sense that. I would imagine you would imagine that this is not going too well.
No, I mean about his son, because he's
Oh,
the way he like.
There's something going on with
like
that.
he's gone or something.
well, he's not here right now.
Yeah, but he's reading a book about law. He's talking about his son all like mournfully, like he's fucking, like he's almost dead or could be dead.
How much you want to bet this kid was drafted?
Something.
Let's see what I can do here.
Are you going to try to pick up on this now too?
No. I was gonna.
NVIDIA sending skeptical thoughts your way. Do you have anything else to
where his
say to
son
this
is.
man?
Ask where his son is. Where is your son, by the way?
He's spending some time at the Bailey.
Fuck. What? What?
Oh, he was arrested?
He was arrested.
For what?
So, hear me out. You go help as the distracting force, or at the very least, don't tell them the plan and keep your people indoors. And we rescue your son and bring him back to you unharmed. Unless they've already harmed him, in which case I can't reverse time.
Not Thanos.
Deal.
Fuck yeah!
We did it!
Somehow.
You had the 99%, I had the 1. Yeah!
Together, you make one brain cell.
We really need to stop sending these two.
That's why I wanted to go.
Yeah, you said you wanted to go with me.
We accomplished both of our goals.
It was good that I went with you because I needed to do. But we could have taken care of that later.
All right.
Do you want a drink to got a little flask?
I'll shake your hand to it.
Well, that's not as fun.
Do you reach out a paw? It's a well-trained ferret you've acquired.
Very
Neat.
cute. I like it.
Gives you a little paw pinch
Nice and
shake.
soft.
Start singing Uptown Funk.
Whatever happened to that baboon and rabbit that you kept around for a long while?
Well, I don't want them to be injured in any sort of shenanigans that may occur.
So you brought the ferret.
The ferret's more disposable.
How dare you?
I guess everybody
Bite your
has
neck, bro.
has their favorite pets.
Protect your neck, protect your neck.
Also, maybe this ferret is a dangerous magical weapon. Who knows?
Oh my god. Why you gotta be telling everybody my secrets?
Well, I did it. That's you're not a dangerous magical weapon.
Hypothetically.
I can be.
All right, you got him. You should leave.
Maybe stop making things worse for yourself.
You turn to go.
I don't know. Is there anything left to say? Do you have anything else you need to say, sir?
He will call after you when you walk away a little bit. Needs a little time to ponder.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Why does your druid keep themselves disguised like that?
So like a little.
What druid? The one in the woods? That's not our druid.
No. Bartholomew, obviously, he doesn't actually possess the ability to transform into animals. And not that halfling fella either. He doesn't seem to be
Like a little
able to do
fart
that. But you guys had a registered druid in your party that we were told had perished. However, you keep the animal companion around and just so happen to produce a white rabbit that my son claims to be a druid.
Oh, yes.
Damn that bitch. You gotta be telling everybody
He's
my
so
shit
good.
too.
He's just so good. Look at him, learning all the secrets.
Now who's going?
Well,
to
no,
spill
I
the
directly
beans?
like accosted him, remember?
Are you guys?
I yelled at him and told him to get the fuck out of my shit.
So, real talk, she got stuck transformed. So, she's just a rabbit now, or whatever animal she chooses. She can't go back to people form. Or gnome form.
No.
Well, if it is of any interest to you, I've heard of a place to the far north that supposedly has the ability to reverse any magical effects.
Excuse me?
Well, that might be handy, but
Ferret
she's
speak.
really,
Yes.
really cute like this. Maybe she should just...
Bites finger. Draws blood.
Roll non-lethal. No.
I'm told that it's kept by a tribe known as the Iski.
Yes?
Iski? I'm part of the. What? No.
This is totally different.
My
than-
name is East Vader Ormer, part of the Ormer tribe clan.
One more time. What's the name?
East Vader Ormer. Get used to it.
Don't wear it out.
East is my first name. Oh. You can just say.
I read about it once in a extreme nature magazine.
We will have to check that out. Thank you for the tip.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you. You too.
Possibly not in the whole overthrowing the government thing, but at least in bringing my boy back.
Yeah.
Aslow's a good kid, just
What did he do to get arrested?
bold. He went into the woods and got a collection of early spring berries that are used in fabric dyes and snuck upon the watchtower and painted the flag to say, "Fuck the Mad King."
Okay, yeah, we like him even more.
I'm telling you, this kid would have been dope. Well, do me a favor and don't let him know what we're up to. We're just gonna get him out and bring him to you.
I don't know how I could possibly do that, seeing that he is imprisoned.
Perfect. When we don't, he's not ready to do things like that. He's gonna get himself killed, so.
Right. So when you go storm the front gates of the Bailey and rescue him from the jail cell,
Yeah.
and bring him back to me after becoming the new rulers of town, I am to not tell him that you are revolting against the Mad King and took over the town.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through. I just don't want him to try to join us on our quest to kill the Mad King.
I believe the two of you should go get a full night's rest.
I'm probably just gonna drink about it. Turn and walk off.
Way to instill just that confidence.
Like,
I don't have to instill confidence. I am confidence. Did you hear Zelly through that entire conversation?
Killy should have picked you two. You guys reconvene at the bar.
All right, so while all of that was happening, we're inside. I want to, before
it's my
they get
first
back,
time in the bar.
yeah,
I've never been here.
You guys
introduce everybody to
enter into the bar. Phil and Johnny's there, and Gwen is there.
Gwen.
His girlfriend.
Johnny's girlfriend.
Johnny's
The
girlfriend.
blonde
Okay.
bombshell who just showed up one night, and then I yelled at
No,
Johnny.
that was. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Yeah, because he was slacking and not doing his job.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I am doing my job."
And then it
But
turned out
where's
that
our
she was
other
like
blonde
a very
bombshell?
important
Who the
business
Sheila?
representative from up
Sheila.
north.
I got a
about
question.
Sheila's
Who the
currently
fuck is
not
Johnny?
working tonight.
That we're getting there. I'm introducing East and Raymond
Just getting
to
into more explanation.
Johnny and Phil.
Yeah, who's that guy from,
So Johnny and Phil were sent with us from Not Quite Bronze Shire to help with all of this.
To help with running the bar so that the party could do their spy network thing.
So they're spies.
Kinda. They're mostly just running the bar.
Well,
Wow.
they've been doing like the bookworks and getting information.
Yeah,
'cause,
sending the
they're running
information
a
to
bar.
Bloodfist and whatnot.
So they're they're the couriers who run the bar.
So they're spies.
You guys show back up, and Johnny's just immediately like, "Oh, yo, guys, hey!" Now it all makes sense. I was wondering where the runners were. I hadn't heard hide or tail out of the town in like 2 weeks. But I guess
So-
you guys were just coming back through.
About that-
uh,
Jimmy's in charge now.
oh, something happened to Bloodfist?
Yeah, Bloodfist's not in charge anymore. Jimmy's in charge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he retired.
Oh, he just like retired or whatever?
Yeah.
We chopped him in half.
Fuck,
And then
man.
he exploded, turned into a fire dude, and then we crushed him, essentially.
And you think we have problems?
Y'all
Why?
trying to lie to him, like, he go and find out.
Bloodfist was beginning to go a little crazy and was
Own up to
making
your
very
murders.
poor decisions and
We're not gonna.
making a lot of good people die unnecessarily.
Ah.
So Jimmy's in charge now.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I'm really glad you guys have been reading my letters coming back to town, though. So, good. We can get right down to business and whatnot.
So I don't know if those letters got there or if Jimmy took care of them because Jimmy's, like I said, he's in charge and he hasn't told us anything. So give us a lowdown of what we missed.
You guys and he like immediately just looks, and Gwen is just sitting as you guys were spilling all of this. He's like, well, she's like she's cool with everything, so
Dope.
you guys can talk about things in front of her.
Dope.
You didn't know that? You were just ready to.
Well, you said like when we got here, you were like you started talking about how like
Yeah, I
you hadn't
just-
heard,
I
you
just
hadn't
kinda
got the
thought, you
runners
know-
and everything. So I assumed that she was cool, especially because she's his girlfriend. Like I figured eventually she'd get in on this. So like, just give us the deets. What's going on?
I had no idea, quite frankly.
Ah.
He's new here.
Well, it's been just pretty par for the course. After the army head out, there was a small rally that came through here. They took a couple of the town guardsmen and stuff and drafted them for reassignment. Said some new guards should be here. It would be, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Any besides that? So how many guards have left?
They took a sortie of 10.
Okay. Any other changes to?
Yeah, that one kid that Inzelli really likes got arrested.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I hadn't heard about that yet. Damn.
Zelly
Well-
liked a child.
We're on the.
Yes.
And there was something going on about like justice for Gato and something about a lizard folk.
What? Justice for Gato?
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
We did that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some people were talking about something along them lines.
Ah, well,
Dude.
that's not our current problem. So, anything else?
Justice of God.
Town crier was screaming about some
half
big
cat
victory
man.
down south and some, big wig war
He's a big
prisoner from some important house.
Oh,
I didn't get a name or anything, but they've been running it all up and down. I'm sure if you spend any time in town, the town crier will spit it back out.
all right. Well, that's all you got. Now I got to bring you up to speed. We're taking over the town.
Oh, we're going with that?
Yep.
We got what's the angle?
So, we've got
Fire.
Jimmy
No.
and
You're not here.
we got Jimmy, we got
I am
Mark,
here.
and we got another Godwoken
that's right.
healer. They're going to be holding up on the bridge over the river.
Uh-huh.
They're going to start a distraction, bring
Yeah.
some of the guards out, while we, the adventuring party, also Raymond, meet Phil and Johnny. Or Johnny here. Yeah, Phil and Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another Godwoken. We're increasing the numbers. And the rest of the party should be here soon once a solid group of guards moves out to deal with Jimmy and Mark. Then we're going to move into the Bailey. We're going to have a polite chat with Jeff. And once that polite chat is over, then we will.
Cracks knuckles.
Once that chat is over, we will move out of the Bailey, start taking care of guards, try to talk to some of the guards, maybe be like, hey, you don't gotta die for this. And then once the guards reach Jimmy and Mark, they'll hold off for a little bit, and then they will retreat back. Then those guards will come back, but they'll be, not all at once, so then we'll be able to deal with them once they come back. And town will be ours.
Viva la revolution.
Yeah, shoot, man, that sounds great. When?
We're looking at doing it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's pretty quick. Sure, man. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Me and Phil. What happens if like you guys go and a runner gets out from the Bailey and grabs the guards and they're like, hey, that adventuring party turned evil on us, and then they come back here and like get us.
Well, first thing, I would assume that they would have more pressing concerns, because if a runner does get out, then they're probably going to want to go and try to save Jeff and deal with the problem at hand. However, we can barricade up spend a day barricading up the bar, essentially just keeping them from busting down the door, because we'll be able to get down from the Bailey, and if there is anybody trying to get into the bar, we'll be able to take care of them and then move on our merry
Isn't
way.
our plan to
Have
have
you shown up yet?
The
final
This is
stand
about the
in
time
bar?
you guys would be showing up, sure. We could just leave town for the day.
Is that enough time for you to gather up everything?
Well, we wouldn't gather up everything, but I can go on an 18-hour picnic.
Sure.
What if we just head them in the dungeon?
They will die.
We can get them through.
No, we can't, because
And what about Kay?
Oh, you should take him out of here too.
Yeah, Kay definitely goes with you. Also, we need to check with Kay and see if he's mixed up anything neat for us that could be useful.
Yeah, I mean, he's been talking about you guys constantly.
Love that kid. All right. So, yeah, we'll have you guys mosey on your way.
You guys have a child.
Oh, speaking of which, how much money has the bar made while we've been gone?
Oh, you know, we got maybe 70, 80 gold pieces stacked up in the bank.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah, been doing really great. Business is booming.
Awesome. All right.
Unfortunately, of course, since we ran out of the snow cones, you know, a good couple weeks ago, those blocks I should bring up, they're not going to last a whole month or whatever. We'd taken a little bit of a dip, but we said that, you know, we'd be restocking as soon as we could or whatever.
I can make. We have like a dungeon full of ice.
But you could make more ice.
You could make.
You could be useful.
All right. So,
I'm cool.
Yeah, you are. Literally.
sounds like a plan. You guys just mosey on, and yeah, just wait for all the smoke to die down, and then come on back.
All right. We're just kind of looks over to Phil and to Gwen, his girlfriend. We're gonna go on a hike tomorrow. And they start packing up a little basket of food and shit.
Awesome. Also, grab any important documents and everything, because if they do storm in here, we don't need them grabbing that. And then
Phil just kind of gives you a quiet nod. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Awesome.
And he heads upstairs shortly after you guys have gotten here. Pitter patter of tiny feet coming down the stairs as Agent K shows back up. Dude, what up? It's been so long since I've seen you guys. I was so worried that you were heading out, and I couldn't, you know, I wasn't able to just like go back to town and see Bloodfist or whatever. It's like I had no friends again. It was crazy. I was so sad.
Good to see you too, Kay.
Who's this kid?
Oh, this is Kay.
He actually looks pretty old. He's a gnomish guy, light blue frazzled hair, singed at the tips. He's missing an eyebrow. It's the opposite eyebrow from last time you guys left him.
Who is this?
He's our resident alchemist.
Special Agent K, Alchemist Extraordinaire. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Assuming I have a big hand.
Yeah, he'll just grip a finger. That's
Yeah.
fine. And you? Are you friends with these guys? Are you going to be one of my new friends?
Yeah, I'd say we're good acquaintances.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right now, typically business partners, but
I understand the whole business partner angle of things, but business partners soon turn into best friends.
you remind me of my brother. Good guy,
Oh, I never knew if I had a brother.
raging idiot.
So, Kay,
Yeah.
what have you been up to while we've been gone?
Oh, well, you know, just the usual. I sorted out all those different herbs and stuff that I bought with your guys' money, and then I've brewed a couple little here-there potions and stuff, but nothing too terribly crazy.
What you got for us?
Oh, well, here. And he goes back upstairs and he comes down with a little tray. I've got some healing potions. I've got, you know, some kind of like curatives. This one here should be proof against fire.
That would have been nice.
You know, just different things like that. I've been working on a couple different formula, but I just, you know, mostly I've been writing my memoirs.
That's good. That's good.
You write memoirs.
Yeah, so yeah, the story of my life, Tales of the Tongue.
How many volumes you got?
3.
That's good.
Working on 4 right now.
Nice. You gonna publish them?
Oh, heavens, no. They're just kind of like a for me thing, I guess. You know,
If you ever want someone to read your memoirs, just let me know.
you want to read my memoirs?
It's a very big thing in my culture to write about yourself, particularly in poetry about bloody battle. But a man who writes about himself is a man I could read about.
I haven't been in any bloody battle, but I've seen a lot of blood.
Did you just become best friends?
He enters upstairs very quickly. He comes down with this book about this thick and just slaps it down on the bar, and it just says Volume 1.
It's the like visibly sweat a little bit.
You made a mistake.
I got 3 copies, so feel free to keep it if you want.
Thank you. I will. I'm gonna like just palm it.
Yeah. Like a big basketball.
Yeah, and just put that in my sack.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so got some business to take care of in town. You, my friend, get to go on an awesome picnic with these fellas.
I love picnics. How far are we going? Bloodfist always used to take me on picnics. That guy's great. You guys came from town. How's he doing?
He's doing fine. He took a leave of absence. He's retired.
Just lying. Just lying.
Oh, he finally built that house on the countryside kind of thing, and he's gonna rule the city from there.
You know, I didn't hear about that. I know that Jimmy's in charge now, and yeah, Bloodfist just.
Oh,
no longer in charge.
Is he feeling okay? He put Jimmy in charge?
Last time he wasn't looking that good.
I don't know if Bloodfist trusts anybody to be in charge.
Yeah,
Well, he trusts Jimmy.
I think he was really sick, and he just put Jimmy in charge because why everyone wants to rule when they're sick.
Oh heavens! I need to head back to town as fast as possible. I need to go see him. That old
he's
wench
not.
that runs the apothecary. She's absolutely incapable of taking care of a man of the caliber of Bloodfist.
All right, okay. So, Bloodfist has left. He didn't give the information of where he went to, because, security reasons. But
Protocols and all that, you understand.
he'll figure it out. He'll send word. But for now, we need you to go on this picnic.
He's restored his title of nobility?
Wait, what?
No. It's that kind of thinking, you see.
So, picnic.
No.
What happened to Bloodfist?
We just said he
No, you didn't. You said that he's gone off to the countryside like my goldfish.
Oh God. Oh God.
And then you said he was sick, but he was fine. And then you said he retired, but he didn't retire.
Wait, no, I just said he retired and he put Jimmy in charge.
And then you said that he reclaimed his nobility, but you guys are still calling him Bloodfist. You haven't called him by his name once.
So nobody said anything about nobility. So
Yes, he did.
All I did was say that's why he didn't tell us where he was
He
going.
said he reclaimed his nobility.
no, he didn't give us the location because of security. That's security, gay.
He said security, but then he brought up the nobility. And then I said, oh, he reclaimed his nobility. Then you guys looked at me like I'm an idiot. So you guys obviously don't know about that.
Can I do it?
I don't want it. No. So
Zelly, what happened? You've been drinking at the bar.
Oh yeah. So okay.
Can I get one of those flasks?
Here, but why don't you take this? I know you don't typically.
Oh, I'm not allowed to drink. It gives me the spins.
I think you should have.
And then it gives me the whiskey shits.
just a little bit.
Fuck. This is not good.
Takes it, he coughs and spits most of it back up.
Good try. Okay. So we were trying not to. We wanted you to go on a nice picnic and have a really good day tomorrow, because there's some bad news that you need to hear.
I'm not old yet. You guys can't put me down.
No, it's so. Bloodfist is no longer alive.
What?
He died.
How? What happened?
I'm just gonna let out a deep sigh and I'll ask Raymond if he wants to go train real fast. Get a feel for each other's.
You have a training room? That's the most fantastic thing I've heard all day.
It's not a training room. I had a training room until somebody turned it into a fucking garden. But anyways,
It's still beautiful.
there's
Little
a,
water elemental still going around watering the plants.
there's a training field that we can go to. That's where I've basically been
He
using.
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
Oh, no, fuck yeah, because you can't get back in.
Yeah.
But you still have some of your training equipment. It's just.
Oh yeah, I moved it into the fucking alley.
Yeah, it's in like the back alley right
Yeah.
now.
We'll go back there and we'll.
All of your like 5 and 10 pound weights have been stolen.
That's fine. They're lightweight.
Didn't use those
I didn't
anyways.
use those anyways. Honestly, I forgot I had them.
You and Raymond hit the gym.
Yeah.
So
What happened? Oh,
he passed away.
how?
Very,
What-
very peacefully.
He was burned in a fire.
That's not peaceful.
That's incredibly not peaceful, but that's
That was
also that's
fucking
not
terrible.
possible
Why is that not possible? Okay.
because Bloodfist had the pact with the fire elemental. He's immune to fire. When was there a fire?
That's probably where the fire started. I don't. Maybe he's alive. Maybe
he
he's
started
just
a
gone.
fire?
I don't know. At the there was fire and now he's gone. That's what we know.
When did this happen?
Oh god.
How long ago was it? It's Ellie actually doesn't know.
It was like 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
ago.
Coming up on 2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Anybody actually tell me that?
Yeah,
You were there.
I'm there.
She's drunk.
I said it. I said it.
Yeah.
I said it. I said it. It's
Like 2 weeks ago? That
Yeah, we wanted you to have a good day tomorrow, so you could like.
Have a fun picnic with
You know,
everybody. Write
Oh,
more of your
God.
memoir so I can read it and
Before-
enjoy it.
I think I know
were-
where he went.
Where do you think he went?
He's finally gone to go take vengeance on his family.
Maybe.
He's headed
you know-
headed to Silvershire.
I
Oh God, he's gonna need help. I gotta go find him.
No, Kay, you
No.
can't help him. Now.
I'm the only one who can help him. If he didn't take you guys with him.
No, he wanted. If he went and he went alone, he wanted to go alone.
No, he needs healing potions and stuff. He can't heal himself.
Who's his family? You just said he was immortal, so maybe he or. You
I
know,
didn't say anything about immortal.
or-
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You just said he was immune to fire and he made a soul pact or something. Doesn't that make you like super hard to kill?
Oh well, yes, he's incredibly powerful and he knows what he's doing, but he needs support, man. He can't just go after the entire Mario family alone.
I'm gonna open the memoir.
Mario.
Start reading it.
Kay,
See,
we need your help.
you know, man.
though.
You know what I think you need to do? I'm reading over your script here. Very nice work. I think you need to take some time for yourself. Quit worrying about other people.
But Bloodfist is like the only person that I worry about.
That's too much.
He's been my guy. He brought me in from the circus. He rescued me.
Bloodfit, but what about you? What have you done for yourself?
He gave me an entire lab, and I was able to do all kinds of things. He gave me Tiny for that short while before he had to go into the woods and die because he got that one guy. He's given me everything.
Do it for yourself, not for him.
You're right. Do it for myself.
Power within.
Stay here, help us. He wanted to go alone, or he would have came and got you for help. He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't want to put you in danger. We don't want to put you in danger. So like,
No, I'm super scrappy, man. I can hold my own.
He was actually, before he left, he talked to us about
no,
you.
he didn't. We didn't see him.
And
You guys are giving me so many conflicting things. What happened?
Damn it, Donald. We were so close.
You guys.
worry about not about Bloodfist.
But right now, I'm fine, and you guys are trying to tell me that Bloodfist died in a fire, but he can't die in a fire. And then you're like, oh, he retired and handed over to Jimmy, but then you're like, he disappeared mysteriously and didn't talk to anybody. And then you're like, he talked to you, and then he's like, no, he didn't talk to me.
He is dumb.
And then you're like, he reclaimed his nobility, but you don't even know what his family line is.
He's a big smooth brain. Okay.
No, pretty smooth.
I don't know how he's reading that book right now. Like honestly.
Well, it's written in common.
Means little. So, no, we don't know exactly what happened to Bloodfist. We just know he's gone. We don't want you to go after him and get hurt, so you should just stay here with us, and we can discuss this more about.
But if I go back to where the fire was, I can track him.
It's at least starting to. You know what, Kay? If you want to go track him, you try to go track him, but I don't think you should. You should go on a picnic tomorrow, because we're going to be taking over this town, as Bloodfist would have
Well,
wanted.
I wouldn't be able to go tomorrow anyway, because I got to get an escort through the woods.
Go on the picnic
So-
with these guys tomorrow, because we're going to be taking over the town,
Okay,
as Bloodfist would have wanted.
okay.
That's why we need your help here. Okay?
Just like slowly take a drink of your flask.
He just kind of hangs his head low. See some tears start to form, and he just goes upstairs.
Have you ever read his memoir?
Great job, guys.
So volume
You
1 currently
left the
handles
room.
from
I
earliest
sure
memories
did
of
because you
childhood.
guys pushed it past the point of no return.
Through to when his mom
Fine.
sold him to the circus.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
About the first 100 pages or so is lineage, listing out who is parent, who beget who.
Oh,
Yeah,
smart guy.
it's a long line of
Extensive.
names. Yeah.
List.
Find out who's actually your cousin.
What were the name? No, I'll just read more. I'll just find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
We're gonna take a short break, guys, and when we come back, it'll be morning. Time to start putting things into motion.
Awesome.
We'll be back shortly, fellas.
So sorry, Kate.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.